Hello and welcome back, guys. So, in this particular episode, what we will be looking at is SPL's specimen. Okay, so exam specimen. Basically, SPL is a very vast subject and it's more of a discuss. So, it's like a discursive kind of exam. Okay, so you have to discuss a lot of things. So, what we've been given is that basically in number one we've been given some exhibits, six exhibits. Okay, so based on that we need to complete the tasks given below. Okay, so what are we required to find out is, so this is for 60 marks. The whole question is for 60 marks, one number question. Let's just look at the framework first of all. So two number question is for 22 marks, and then the next is 18 marks. Okay, so there is no exact breakdown of like we used to have it in SPR, like 50-50. So that's not there, as you can see. So since this is 60 and then 22 and then 18, right, that makes it 100, right? So that's basically how they have divided the marks as per the question. Okay, so now let's look at what is our requirement. Okay, so you are Hoi Lui, a management consultant leading a small team which has been commissioned to prepare a consultancy report for the data communication services company directors to help them plan for the next 3 years. DCS company has two product areas. The largest area is the manufacturing of data communication components, which it mainly sells to original equipment manufacturers, OEMs. Okay, so its largest area is the manufacturing of data communication components, which it mainly sells to original equipment manufacturers. Okay, OEMs, data communication components, right? And then the other smaller and less developed area is based on supply and support contracts for specialist IT management network systems. The other smaller and less developed area is based on supply and support contracts. Okay, so it's other less developed area. Okay, so that's not what they are really matured at, as if you can say that. Okay, so support contracts for specialist IT management network systems, mainly to domestic medium-sized enterprises. Okay, so SMEs, you could say. I mean, medium-sized enterprise, right? So you are a qualified accountant, and your colleagues are Danny Lehman. Okay, so this over here you are Hoi Lui, management consultant. Now we are accountant, and your colleagues are Danny Lehman. Okay, a company researcher, Fedri Lithium, who is part qualified finance professional, part qualified. You and your team have collected and analyzed the following information about DCS company to help you prepare the consultancy report. So exhibit 1 is report on DCS organizational review, the external environment and the business model, sourced and prepared by Danny Lehman, your colleague. Okay, so prepared by Danny Lehman. Exhibit 2, transcript from interview which was held between you and Jay Parva, the CEO of DCS company, Java Peria. So exhibit 3 is summary of financial and business performance of DCS company extracted from integrated report 2012 to 2015, presented to you by the finance director of DCS company. Exhibit 4 is October board report, a recent board meeting notes, which include strategic choices facing DCS company, presented to you by the marketing manager of DCS company. An evaluation of alternative future strategies being considered by DCS company board, prepared and presented to you by your colleague Freddy Lithium, who is he again? Part finance professional, right? So what has that particular guy giving you evaluation of alternative future strategies. Six is minutes from focus group meetings you held with middle management of DCS company. Following your findings, you are now starting to prepare consultancy report and associated tasks for DCS company. The case requirements are included in the tasks shown below. From the information you have collected, draft a section of the draft a section. Let's search it up as well. Collect and combine. Okay, draft a section of consultancy report. Okay, so it's like an extract that we normally say in case of financial statements, right? So here is this a section of consultancy report for the directors of DCS company to include the following: an analysis of the industry and the market which DCS company is competing in using an appropriate model. Okay, that's 15 marks, quite a lot of marks out there. Whole industry analysis and in which it is competing in using an appropriate model, right? An evaluation of overall performance of DCS company between 2012 and 2015 from an integrated reporting perspective. Okay, so we had that in exhibit number. Where was that? Somewhere around over here. Where was that? 20. This over here, exhibit number 3. So after that, B number requirement would be you are now reviewing the transcript of the interview you held with Java Peria, the CEO of DCS company, and you have identified some key weaknesses relating to the governance of DCS company, which you want to include in the consultancy report. So that's in exhibit number 4, right? Okay, and that you want to include in the consultancy report requirement. Explain the key weaknesses of the current governance structure of DCS company since it became a public limited company, recommending how they should be addressed. Okay, so it's turned into a public limited company, right? So what should they do for better reporting, right? So under the strategy and resource allocation heading in the October board report, the possibility of DCS companies supplying and supporting such technologies as cloud computing and big data analytics is referred to. Okay, possibility of DCS companies supplying and supporting. So it is supplying as well cloud computing and big data analytics. Okay. To accompany the consultancy report, a presentation is needed about the exploitation of such new technologies. Exploitation of such new technologies, okay? Required. So prepare information for two presentation slides to be presented to DCS company board, including relevant bullet points and supporting notes, highlighting the key benefits and identifying the main opportunities presented by big data analytics to DCS company and its customers. Okay, so two presentation slides, including relevant bullet points, supporting notes, highlighting the key benefits and identifying the main opportunities. 6 marks, 2 marks for communication skills. You have noted from information you have gathered that TCS has an increasing carbon footprint, which it estimates in total but is failing to control adequately. As part of the consultancy report, you are considering recommending to DCS company that it commissions a specialist environment and consultancy and sustainability consultancy company to assess this issues at DCS. Okay, so draft a concise section of consultancy report which constructs the case for commissioning an environmental and sustainability audit of DCS company from both a financial and environmental perspective, suggesting ways in which consultants might assist DCS company managers to become more sustainable in the management of DCS companies' carbon footprints. Okay. how DCS company could benefit from findings of the audit. So this is basically testing about evaluation. This is skepticism. This is about commercial skill. This is about commercial acumen, right? And then in October board report, the executive directors refer to a number of factors affecting DCS company and the need to choose one of the two alternative strategic options. You need to do the following required. Draft a section of the report to identify and briefly discuss three main risks which DCS company currently faces and plot them on a heat map, recommending appropriate strategies to manage those risks using an appropriate risk management framework. Appropriate skills marks are available for demonstrating commercial acumen and identifying and locating the risks appropriately. Okay, three main risks based on the October board report, right? And then, so you are reviewing the spreadsheet prepared by your colleague Freddie Lithium, which evaluates the strategic choices facing DCS company in the next 3 years to ensure its validity in supporting your recommendation in the consultancy report. Required, critically evaluate the contents of the spreadsheet, including any assumptions made by DCS company. Okay, that will be very crucial because based on that assumption only the data has been generated, right? So it's the main thing. So skepticism skills. Okay, so we have to basically like be a bit skeptic of the assumption and probably like any other supporting assumptions as well we might give. So prepare some key recommendation for the consultancy report using appropriate supporting evidence to advise which of the two strategies, refocus or realign, TCS company should implement. Some key recommendations, okay? Using some evidence. So why use that strategy? Giving evidence. Commercial acumen skills in justifying. So you have highlighted from your interview with Java Peria and from your notes from the middle management focus group meetings that there are some key stakeholder management and engagement issues at DCS company. Key stakeholder management and engagement issues. So you are now preparing working notes with relevant visual aids which will form a part of your presentation of overall consultancy report with relevant visual aids. Okay. Using appropriate stakeholder analysis, evaluate how the relative power and interest of the following three stakeholders group and the strategies for engaging with them should have changed after DCS company became a public limited company between shareholders, employees, and lenders. So, analytical skills for assessing the relative power and interest and how to engage with these stakeholders before and after flotation will give us 2 marks. So, criticize the CEO and HR's ethical and professional behavior relating to the design, conduct, and reporting of staff satisfaction survey. Cool. Professional skills marks are available for skepticism skills in identifying ethical and professional issues in conduct of the survey, communicating this criticism to the client in a way that is appropriate. So we will look at the exhibit in next part. So since this will be quite a long video, so if you have any confusions or if you'd like to ask anything relating to SBL until now, please do comment down below. I'll be happily looking forward for your comments, queries. So we will cover the exhibit part in the next part, and then after that we will slowly start moving to the answers as well. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. Until then,